right, the Biden administration points the blame at British Prime Minister Boris Johnson as the press is shut down while trying to ask questions.
The British Prime Minister in the American Oval Office called out British reporters, and then when American reporters tried to call in the American president, we were escorted out, let's put it that way.
I think our relationship with the United Kingdom and with Prime Minister Johnson is so strong and abiding, we will be able to move forward beyond this. But he called on individuals from his press corps without alerting us to that intention in advance.
Here to react, Fox News contributor Joe Concha. Joe, where does this White House come off thinking he can not only prevent our president from speaking to the press, but the leaders of other countries as well?
Didn't clear it with Jen Psaki, Boris Johnson. So the British Prime Minister needs to ask permission from Ms. Psaki and the president's chief handlers around taking questions. And again, why is the press secretary telling our president he should not answer questions about, say, I don't know, the drone strike that killed 10 civilians, including 7 children, about getting ahead of his FDA and the scientists on booster shots, or why he hasn't visited the border as president where it's clearly a crisis. And it's why, guys, CBS and YouGov had a poll out recently that found a majority of Americans don't believe that Biden is, and this is their words, competent, focused, or effective enough to be president. And it's extremely difficult to reverse those perceptions, especially when you have a president that runs from reporters at a time when accountability for his decisions is demanded. And you look at Gallup yesterday, had a poll out. He has dropped 18 points in the span of 3 months among independents, you know, the people that decide elections. So this is a free fall like we've never seen before. And the president, more than ever, needs more than his press secretary selling his agenda on trillions in new spending or on police reform or on voting rights. He needs to do it and answer the hard questions from the Peter Duceys and the Jackie Heinrichs of the world in the process. And if he thinks he could govern the way he campaigned by hiding, he will fail. And the numbers show that he is failing in the amount of time it takes to complete a hockey season just 9 months in.
I mean, it is so alarming how much those numbers have dropped, his favorability ratings and things like that on not just overall, but many different topics, Afghanistan, COVID, just to name a few. Joe, they were able to get away with this during the campaign and the run-up to the election because COVID was obviously, there were a lot more restrictions then. They had him in the basement, but now that's not the case. And America is aware, and they are very keenly aware to the fact that he is not taking any questions, that this is now a thing. I mean, no one in the White House can argue this, correct? Like, do you believe that they're still doing it this way? This is their approach? I guess I'm a little flabbergasted.
I think their options are you put Joe Biden out there in a situation where it's beyond hand-picked reporters by Jen Psaki, where he has to take questions and then he makes a bigger mess for himself, or hide him from the press and hope that the news cycle will just take the bad news away. Well, the news cycle isn't taking the bad news away, to your point, on 4 very key fronts: inflation and the economy, skyrocketing crime in American cities, Afghanistan foreign policy, and the U.S. southern border. Those are dominating the news cycle right now. Even a media that backed Joe Biden predominantly during the campaign, they can't just make it go away by hiding the president in these situations. And just the fact that Jen Psaki now is the face of this administration, not the president, not the vice president. You could ask 100 people on the street who the chief of staff is, and 94 of them probably won't know that's Ron Klain or Susan Rice is running foreign policy. That's the thing here right now. Jen Psaki seems to be running this administration, and that should be just a tad troubling for everybody watching at home.
Joe, quickly need your thoughts on this. D.C. media finally confirming Hunter Biden laptop story, of course, after the mainstream media ignored it. In fact, after the mainstream media literally said it wasn't true. Is this revisionist history when it comes to quashing news stories now officially part of the Democrats' election playbook?
Just amazing, right? Here you have, traditional media working with social media, working with the Biden campaign to squash this story, and they succeeded. Consequences and future trust be damned. And, where are those, by the way, and I'll leave it here, guys, those former senior intelligence officials, 50 of them, who signed that infamous letter that almost every media outlet touted as definitive proof that they all said they believed the Hunter Biden laptop story, quote, had all the classic earmarks of Russian information operation. So where is CIA Director John Brennan? He's with NBC News. Will he go on the air and say he got it completely wrong? Or General Michael Hayden, who signed off on that letter as well? He's with CNN. You'll see him in on the air about the time when the Jacksonville Jaguars win a Super Bowl. See, Jillian, I didn't go after the Eagles. I didn't go after the Giants. I went after another bad team.
Few years, so I mean, we're good for now.
All right.
That's a good point. The Philly special, you tried to run it again last week. Didn't go so well.
I
But yes,
understand the
that
point
is
you're
true.
trying to make. Trevor Lawrence is going to be good, but I understand the point you're trying to make. Those guys are never going to apologize. But Trevor Lawrence is going to be good.
Thanks,
Joe Concha,
Joe.
thank you.
Good to see you.